Hello there, PBO people. It is I, Soren, flying back with another interview. And today, we have the Gotham City Golbats. But before I finish that intro, much like Batman himself, Bruce Wayne, I tried to find some background. Tried to find some background on you a bit to get a little bit of info. And the only thing that I got is that you're in the Burn Tower Draft League and that you got married recently. Are those both true?
Yep, that's exactly right. I got married
Perfect.
in September of this year. Last year, I guess it's the new year now.
Congrats. Congrats.
Thank you.
Perfect. Perfect. And then you were in BTDL. That's Burn Tower Draft League?
Yes, I joined that league. Actually, I think it was an ad on like the Showdown log list or whatever of draft leagues because I only ever played with friends in
Mm-hmm.
a really small like four-person draft. So I wanted to see what it was all about with like a real like 12 or more person draft, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, let's start there. We can start with how did you get into Pokemon first, and then we can get into how did you get into draft. So how did you get into Mon? When did that start?
So like Showdown Mons or like Mons being on
Just
the
just
kid.
just yeah, just like Pokemon in general, like the topic of Pokemon. How did you get into
Yeah.
that?
I grew up with a Game Boy like every other kid my
Okay.
age, and I never had. My parents never bought me a Pokemon game. I always was envious of of my friends that did have one. So I never actually played the original games. Most of my experience playing Pokemon, like as a kid, is on like an emulator. Like as I was older,
Mm-hmm.
and I would go to a friend's house, and he had Pokemon Coliseum, and that was like my first introduction to like what like four Pokemon moves, like Pokemon typing. Like I didn't know anything about it outside of like the major themes of Pokemon, like in the anime, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah, I loved it.
Because in Coliseum, I guess would you play local? Like there is like a battle, like local battle you can play in Coliseum, right? Like player versus
Yeah,
player type. Yeah, that would have all the types, all the moves, the base power, and everything. You could check the info. Yeah, I guess I forgot about that. How in depth that could be actually playing Coliseum
well,
locally, and how
I
much
mean,
that could open your eyes.
I was probably like 10, so like it might have existed. I didn't know. I just picked the Pokemon that looked cool and
Pick the preview team that look
learned.
cool. This one has Entei.
Yeah.
Yes, this one has Entei. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I click Thunderbolt into a ground type and realize that that doesn't work. So,
And then keep clicking it and go, it's gotta work sometime. It has to work. I don't know why does
why,
it not work.
why do I keep missing?
What? And so, was your first Pokemon game Coliseum or was it like the Game Boy?
So I didn't actually own
That's right, your parents.
a Pokemon game at all.
Yes.
My first game ever, the first like actual game that I played was Yellow. I
Okay.
played on an emulator on a
Okay.
family computer.
There you
Um,
go. Oh, wow, you
yeah,
started early
that
on the
was fun.
emulator on the emulation.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, how did you find that? How did you find Yellow?
I I probably just looked up Pokemon Yellow and clicked on some links I shouldn't have, and uh,
Risk the virus on the family computer.
honestly, it's either that or it was like a Flash game that was like Pokemon Yellow and it wasn't the same
Mm,
game, but uh, it was enough to for me to get the essence of Pokemon, and here I am now. I my favorite game's Emerald. I've played that one a few
okay.
times over. Um,
Have you played ORAS though?
I have not, so
Mm.
there's a massive gap in
Yeah,
time
well,
that
yeah.
I've played
What's the
Pokemon at all.
what's how many games have you played? Pokemon games.
So, like, if I'm saying the actual Pokemon game that I played through, I played Yellow. I've played like Gen One, like Red and Green, but I then played Fire Red and Leaf Green. I've played Emerald,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty much it for mainline Pokemon games until Scarlet and Violet. And I
Okay.
missed the boat. Like it was actually really intimidating for me when I got Scarlet and Violet. Of
Yeah. Oh my
like
goodness.
income that I could like spend on like a silly video game that I played when I was a little kid. Um, so like Terra, I learned like just it was really intimidating to see like all these Pokemon I've never heard of first.
These
Second,
guys
like
gotta
what is
be.
a
These
like
guys
I've
gotta be
heard of fairy
fake.
type. Yeah, yeah.
It's gotta be
Like
fake.
I've heard of fairy type Pokemon, but I didn't know like what was special about them or what they did. So like, there's just generations of knowledge that I was missing. But played I played a lot of Scarlet and Violet. Talked to my buddy about it that also likes Pokemon a lot, but played like consistently over the
Hmm.
years. So I learned a lot about like what megas are and stuff from him, um,
So
and
you
watching like YouTube.
so you played Emerald and you didn't play another game till Scarlet and Violet.
Legitimately.
Oh, you need to go. Well, you started off with Coliseum, one which is pretty good start. We're at a great starting point. You play Emerald, another great point. Gen 1 is however people see it these days. I don't know if people love it or hate it now, going back to play those old games. And then you go from Gen 3 through about 300 mons to Scarlet and Violet, which has like 1,000 now have been, which is so, yeah, that's intimidating.
I mean,
Oh
to be
my
frank, I'm
goodness.
not a big Natdex guy, so there are Pokemon that exist that I've seen. Like I've seen the Pokemon. I'm sure I know what typing it is, but I have no idea what movesets are
Do
for
you know
a
what
lot of them.
Maractus is? You know what that mon is?
I can picture it,
Okay.
but I don't
That's
know
all that
anything
matters.
about it. Like I know it's a grass type. That's it.
If if after this we never talk again, I will leave you with this. You need to play Gen 5. I'm a big
Okay.
Gen 5 head. Black 1, White 1, Black 2, White 2. You need to play Gen 5 on emulator, however you want to go about it. You need to play Gen 5. That's also peak in the current day.
Is that your favorite?
Yes. Oh my goodness. That was so my first game was Heart Gold and I did not beat it. I'm 24. I got Heart Gold when I was about 7 years old. So I was a silly little kid. Maybe math doesn't add up, but I was younger than 10 when I played Heart Gold, and I did not
Sure.
beat the game because I couldn't find Suicune. So I didn't know what I was doing. So I was like, "This game sucks," and I didn't finish it. But then for some reason, I kept up with Mons, and then like, oh, Gen 5's coming out, and I was on like Cerebi. Do you know what Cerebi is?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I was on like Cerebi, like checking for leagues, trying to find the Mons. And yeah, Little Hill, who's a player coming back into PBO, who's the co-founder. Him and I have been friends since fourth grade, and him and I and another friend that's in PBO that played season 1, we all got together, and Little Hill's mom drove us to GameStop where we all picked up our pre-order copies of Gen 5, and we all played it on the exact same day, and it's
Oh,
such
that's
like
fun.
so a bit of nostalgia. But then in 2020, I went back and played Black 2, White 2, dude, I cried at the end of Black 2, White 2. I was like, oh my god,
I
I've missed
bet.
out for so long.
Probably
It's
unlocked
beautiful.
memories.
It was beautiful. Oh my god, it was beautiful. It was stunning. So maybe nostalgia's, a little twinkle in my eye, but it's still like I'm a big Gen 5, Gen 6. I like Gen 2, as awkward as that is for most people, but I like Gen 2.
Hey,
So yeah.
you said Heart Gold, and it reminded me that I have played Crystal as well. I
The
like
Crystal.
Gen 2 as well. I
Yeah.
think the reason I got into Crystal at all, there's a YouTuber, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He is the guy that will remake games and just to make them more balanced or better. Shoot, I wish I
Oh.
could remember his name.
Is that the guy who makes Rad Red and everything? Or wait,
Probably
or
like
like Sweltering Sun? Fuck, I know
I,
him.
is it like Crystal Clear or whatever that he made? No, that's a different one. I'm thinking of like the he remade
Dews? Is
Crystal.
it Dews?
It might
Dews
be.
Hags? That's who I know that makes some. He made Sweltering Sun. He made it like harder or more balanced or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, yeah,
He makes those ROM hacks and everything.
right.
Have you played any ROM hacks?
Yes, and I did play. I have it on my phone actually. It's been a long time since I played it. It's probably Radical Red. Um,
Rad Red on the phone? Mobile gamer?
yeah.
Oh my goodness!
So
Envious?
this,
Envious? Hold on.
I am a old school RuneScape player, so yes, I am a mobile gamer for sure. I prefer to play on my PC, but you know the grind never stops in RuneScape. So
You need
uh,
downtime. You
when
got
I'm
you,
not playing RuneScape, I'm playing Pokemon.
that's the only way to do it. Is to play mods. So when did you start getting the like draft? How did you find draft? Well,
So go ahead.
you could do you want to talk about Rad Red more on your phone? You're trying to find it?
Uh, I I'm not very good at Radical Red. I think I got to like Misty, and it was so hard that I
Yep.
like had to look up how other people beat it.
Yep. That shit's hard.
And I finally did. I like beat like the SSN, and I just I'm not gonna look up every single gym leader just so I can say I beat it.
Yeah, that's
So I'm gonna
it's a
stick
bit
to
time consuming.
Showdown and making teams and goofing around on Showdown, which I guess does lead into uh, your next question. You said how I got into
Yeah.
draft.
How'd you get in the draft?
So I was watching lots of Pokegame MD and his draft content. It just looked like he was having so much fun, and I brought up the idea of playing Pokemon with a couple of my buddies. Uh, we play D&D together, so we're pretty tight.
Okay.
Been playing for a few years, and so I brought up the idea. Two of the guys had never actually played any like real competitive Pokemon at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would ladder and play around on Showdown. I don't know how competitive you'd call that, but it's a lot different than just playing a mainline game.
I mean, hey,
And
if you're trying to build a team and make it, top 1500 or whatever on the OU ladder, that's, I mean, you're in it.
yeah,
Like you're trying.
so my buddy and I we broached this idea with the rest of our party, and two of them said yes. One of them had only played mainline games. The other one had only played Pokemon Go. So it was definitely a
Yeah.
learning curve.
Yeah, there's always a
But
friend who only plays Go. Yeah, typically.
but now he's addicted, and we're on our fourth season of a four-man Pokemon League. It's really goofy. Like we
How do
played a
you
ZU League.
how do you
Uh,
run that? How does
it,
draft the go? I'm sure the seasons are quick.
so we actually do a 9-week season where we
Okay.
play everybody 3 times.
Okay.
We do more like trades than normal, so that you can like alter your team more, and it's not just playing the same guy, same team.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a feeling of like how we play, like because we play each other so often.
Oh,
But
for sure.
the prep is my favorite part, and it's my favorite part in like the PBO and the Burn Tower. But just like the theory crafting with Mons, doing goofy stuff that like I was talking with my buddy about. He drafted an Inteleon in our
Oh
friends
yeah.
league,
Oh
and
yeah.
I was like, you know how awesome it would be if you brought like a physical like Fell Stinger set.
Okay. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Well, the season hasn't started yet. It's week 1, so
Oh.
he's not going to bring it week 1.
Well, I mean, you gotta set the tone for the
But
season. Felsinger and Helion. Is it like banded or anything? Is it like Lorb?
oh, it
Like
can't be
what's
banned if you're Fell Stinger.
it can't? I don't know how that. I
I,
don't.
gue- I mean,
I've
I
never
guess it
heard of.
could.
I've heard of Felsinger. I don't really know how it works off the top of my head. I have to
I don't know
do a
why
quick search.
you can't spam Fell Stinger because it won't do anything.
Oh.
Anything. Like a life orb, maybe. I don't know. It's a goofy idea. Like it'd never work, but it'd be really funny to see. I and in the same line of doing goofy stuff, like I theory crafted bringing like a banded fortress named My Main Goal, and it clicks explosion on turn 1.
It, hey, as long as it trades, what's the issue? You're just gonna hope there's no sash on the other side, and you're golden. It should kill every time.
Oh, every time.
As long as they
So
don't have a ghost sign
anyway,
switch into, but they're not expecting that.
oh no.
You could do you could do Carbank with Screens and Misty Explosion for the momentum if you were truly
Yeah,
looking
because
for
nothing
a
can.
strategic type. I've seen that. Shuts out Zaw for that one.
But anyway, I long tangent just to say, my friend group plays a 4-man league. We played 4 seasons. ZU We did NU last season. We did like a altered high tier where it's like all Pokemon like OU and below with
Mm-hmm.
like some OPmons banned. And we did a category league, which we hadn't done before. We always did like a point buy. So that was
Mm-hmm.
fun. And then right now we're doing all of the same Pokemon, but any Pokemon that were used, like were brought and actually like saw the field at all, they are banned. So we're all using only using Pokemon we've never used or seen before,
Oh wow.
which is fun.
So every time the
Uh,
mon hits the field, you have to pick up new ones.
so like from last season. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
all the Pokemon seen in season 3 at all, whether they were traded or dropped or whatever, if they have a stat, they are banned. You
Oh my
cannot use
god.
it.
Okay.
So
What the
we
hell is
maintain the
left?
same team.
What's
Lots
left
of
after a
lots of
whole
like
season of mons?
it's only 4 people. So
Yeah.
we had like a team of like 11 or 12 last season. So that's like 48 Pokemon plus all the
Okay.
drops. So probably closer to like 60 some
Oh,
odd
okay.
Pokemon missing. So there's a
Okay.
lot left. But
Okay. Okay.
like steals, like my one steal on my team, right? Uh, it's Probopass.
Hey, Terra Probo Pass. If you allow Terra, tear that thing. Trust.
Yes, yes, it is a Terra, one of my 3 Terra captains.
There you go. That's the way to do it. Terra Probo Pass is the future. And
But
that
yeah, I sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
you're
you.
good. Keep going. We're chill.
I so on our 4-man league was going well. I was looking for something a little bit more competitive than just playing with my buddies when we have like scheduling issues and we have to skip like 2 or 3 weeks in the season. That sucks. I want to play
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon, so I looked on the Smogon forums, or maybe it was on Showdown. I don't know. Um, and there was a ad for the Burn Tower Draft League, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody there has been great. And in my feverish like need for more Pokemon, I was watching like draft videos and stuff, and I came across this game between two captains in the PBO,
Oh,
who shall remain nameless.
Oh, no, no
But
mention of
everybody,
the. Okay.
everyone will know who this one is. So they ran a metronome set.
There
And this
is
metronome
no,
set.
there is no way you also got in from the mug game versus boost for the Sunnyside Screamtails. Did, did you actually get in from the boost from the Sawdust Chimps versus the Sunnyside Screamtails game?
Yes, yes. So
You
that was the
that is a
intro.
that is a sickening pipeline. The Philadelphia Porygon Z joined from that same game, and the Scottish Talon joined from that same game. You're the third guy to join from that game.
Oh,
That is
that's
amazing. Oh my
that's
goodness.
so funny. I mean,
That's oh my
not just the commentary. Like the actual gameplay was hilarious. Like I don't think that you could do it a million times and it would end up half as funny. But
no,
the commentary was awesome.
thank
I
you.
watched more
Thank
videos
you.
after that. Uh, I
You
was like,
binge
I
it?
want to be a part of this.
You
Yeah,
binged
yeah.
it?
I watched all the PBS stuff. I made sure I left the like too, just
It
like you
was
should in this video.
Thank you. Hey, hey, thank you. That is oh my goodness. Yeah, maybe we should bring back Metronome. Oh my god. Maybe we should bring it back. I don't know, man. Maybe the PBO has
Uh,
lost its whimsy, some may say. Goodness. That's three
what's gonna
people
happen?
joined. Oh my god.
You bring back Metronome, and they're just gonna get like Grass Pledge or something.
Someone's season's gonna lose because someone brought Metronome one time. It's oh my god. That is a crazy pipeline. Wow, okay. That's really freaking cool. And you also beat me to my segue. I was gonna ask you, was your first draft league besides your friend league Burn Tower?
uh,
Was that
yes,
like the
that was
first
my
official?
yes, that was the first like real draft league I played in. And I did really well for my first time in like a competitive draft league. I made it to the semis, and
Mm-hmm.
I got obliterated in the semis, but that's okay.
Yeah, at least you made the semis your first season. That's
I just
impressive.
wanted to not lose every game in my first season with like a 12-person draft, or I think it's 12 people. I can't remember, but I just didn't want to lose every time. I wanted to have fun, and I still do. Like that's the main goal. I could go 1-7 this season, or is it 8 week or is it 9 week?
It's 8 week here.
8 week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to have fun. I don't want to go 0-3 like I did last time and get obliterated every game like I did in season 9 of the PBO.
Yeah, that's
I got the team together. I made some switches. I won a couple games. Ended up going 3-5. We take those, but
it was.
I want to improve on that showing.
I mean, you joined in the infancy of Crystal, so when adding people to a new div, it really is like, all right, how is this going to shape out who's where? And obviously, as we saw, three teams won. One team went 8-0. One team went 10. Two teams went 7-1. After that, you had 5 teams go 4-4, and then 4 more teams go 3-5. And it's like, oh my god, there was just the top 3, and everybody else was just like 5 was like infighting. Like, what happened?
I played all like the 7-1, the 7-1.
You had the hardest schedule. Yeah, but hey, you did really. Hey, you went 3-5 -4. 2 teams above you were 4-4, -8, and -9. So you had a better diff. You were just one game away.
Yeah,
that's all. So you were. I mean, you were the first seed out, unfortunately. So okay. This season, I think you're
just want to
shaping up for Gotham.
Well, you say that, but I just looked at that ELO rankings, and I don't know if that'll be out by the time this interview is, but you got to start writing my underdog story because I want to prove the haters wrong.
Yeah, that ELO that Jarv did, I'm if I'm remembering correctly, Jarv, if you watched this far, it was kind of just like, I think Jarv came was like, what about an ELO system? I was like, what about it? Like, what if we made one? So he just kind of went to work and started doing it, and it was like, this is for fun, right? He's like, yeah, for fun. I was like, okay. So and from there on, yeah, I didn't know how ELO could be added into a draft, but I guess there's a way, and that's really cool to look at because there's to people their peaks and like their average, and it's really cool how people who haven't played in a long time can come back and their ELO is like right around the point. Like Little Hill hasn't played since season 4. But he comes back season 10 and he's still like right perfectly in like the Sunset ELO range. It's like, huh, that's weird how that works out. Like the math just works perfectly like that.
We haven't evolved to like a decay yet.
Yeah, like Sunset could have been 4,000. He's sitting here at 2,300, and it's like, oh, okay, well that's kind of weird, huh? But no, he hasn't played 6 seasons, and his ELO was sitting on top of Sunset having not played in 6 seasons somehow. It's like, well, was the ELO that big in seasons 2 through 4, 1 through 4? Like, goodness, how is this? I mean, he has it all written down in his doc, so it's like a whole thing.
Well, speaking of like weird docs and the PBO, I really like the history section. I know that probably took us like so much time and
the
like,
battle record
to put in.
The battle
record. That's awesome. It actually inspired me to do my own for like my teams and all across my leagues.
Really?
But,
oh
like,
my goodness.
There to be like a league stat book is, I mean, I'm a stats nerd. I guess I don't know how many other people would want to do that, but
hey.
I like took all my games and I like which Pokemon like did performed well and which ones I've like drafted more often. I really like that. Like the head-to-head versus all the captains. It's so cool. I love it.
It's, dude, I think I had a thought, and I was like, wouldn't it be cool to, because I had kept like a rough, because there in the PBO Discord there is a PBO record book channel, and it has like the Hall of Fame and all this. It has like general. It used to have like all the records and stuff from season 1 and everything, and I was like, this channel's getting really big. What if I just made a big doc? And I was like, and I went to some people and I was like, is there any way we can like automate adding people in from like the games or something? They're like, nope. And I was like, all right. And so, I mean, there's probably footage of me on the YouTube. I think like going live like every other day, like going from season 2 to season 8, trying to update everything just by hand. Going back, finding everything. So it's probably a bit imperfect, the battle record. Some might not be correct, but ultimately it's there. We have it. And I'm glad people have loved it so much that people like Jarv I've gone in and made elo and like even more in-depth all-time battle records, like people's average win, how big is their win, and things of the nature like that. It's also fun to know like the longest game and time and turns, the slowest game, the worst record, and
It's good stuff.
it's fun, and I did, and thank you for I'm glad you made your own and having fun doing that. It's nice to just look back and be like, damn, I really did smoke this guy. What was he doing that game?
No, I like it actually in our 4-person league that I mentioned earlier
Yeah.
with my friends. Uh, not to the same degree of like the stats long term, but over the course of a season, we'll talk about like what the longest game was. Uh, I don't know that this is unique to any league really. I think that a lot of leagues that I see have like a most valuable Pokemon or whatever, but we always
Yeah.
talk about like the Pokemon that was like the best Terra Captain, the most overrated Pokemon was probably always like somebody that drafted Valiant and then never brought it until the end of the game and then died.
Yep. Typically average Valiant, which is why he's not here anymore in PBO Season 10. He's gone. No more Valiant, no more Pull. They're gone. Did you like the Advent calendar? Did you like that?
That was cool. Yeah, that was fun. I was always curious, like what the next thing was. I saw the Terrazarud, and I'm like, no way.
Yeah, this is the second time we're allowing Terrazard, but this time we know more about it. Because the first time we did it, it was so cheap. It was so cheap. We had no idea what we were doing. Well, I didn't have any idea what I was doing, I should say. The mods knew what they were doing.
Sure. Yeah, I think that mod's gonna go crazy. I think Terra Bolt's gonna be insane. I'm excited to see what people have cooked up for those high tier captains.
There's a lot more round one picks now, except and like if you get pick one, there's like you can get a Terra Bolt. Because before it was just Valiant Pull, one or two.
Sure.
Those typically went one or two. Now it's like, do I get a Terra Bolt, a Terra Zarud? Do I get Meow? Do I Terra my Meow? Do I get Great Tusk? Do I get Dio Speed? Like, there's a whole lot of more options in how you want to build your team in this round one. That maybe the wheel pick, as mentioned by a different mod I talked to the other day, he was mentioning like the wheel pick could be stronger because those later picks. Yeah, I mean, hey, tomorrow tiers are released. So
I'm
to
excited.
date the video, tomorrow's January 9th. So tiers will be released tomorrow. Draft orders tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
The raffles tomorrow. There's a whole lot. And I before we get on to more PBO specific stuff, you joined Burn Tower. And you mentioned the Showdown, like the draft section in Pokemon Showdown.
Yeah.
You mean like the section where you have to like scroll all the way down in like the forums on like the right hand side?
Probably. I don't recall exactly where I found it, but I think that's the league owner probably posted Steve guy. I'm not sure how I've never actually had a conversation with him. He's a good guy though. He posted an ad. I applied, let them know, hey, I have no experience whatsoever. I just want to have some fun, dip my toes in the water, see how I do in actual competitive Pokemon. And everybody's been great. This will be my 3rd season coming up. They're doing like a team draft right now, and I wanted to stagger a little bit because I know the PBO's coming real quick. But I'll be joining their next draft whenever that. I had to take the last season off because I got married.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be on my honeymoon trying to draft my Pokemon.
Honey, do I take Valiant or Pull? What do I take? Please. I need to know. I was talking to, I believe, shouts out Bops. If you know Bops.
Yeah. I actually did a lot of prep with Bops.
St. Louis.
Oh, is he like in the PBO? I didn't know that.
He's in the PBO. He did not make it in. PBO goes by a waitlist system. We needed one person to drop, and he was in, but he did not make it in. But
that means he'll be in soon.
Time of recording, if someone does drop, he could get in, and 2 Burn Tower players to join the PBO. That'd be pretty cool.
I think that he would be the third. Believe it or not, Muffin Man, the
Dude, Drury
Drury
Lane's
Lane
everywhere.
Bromanitans.
He's
Yeah,
everywhere, man.
he's in the burn tower as well. I was the first in the burn tower that I'm aware of. I
Mm-hmm.
mentioned it in like a general chat. Just we were talking about leagues, and uh, I mentioned that PBO is really fun content if you just want to watch something. But I'm in the league, and I had a good time, even though I didn't perform super well. And I guess that somebody actually read my comments because he joined. Um, and I know that him and Bops are pretty close, so I'm not surprised that Bops is here. But
I
I
think.
prepped with him for a little while. He's a good guy.
Oh, sweet. Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, Bob's joined. I don't even know when. I can tell you when he joined. What's his name? Bob. St. Louis. He joined 6 months ago, actually. He was invited by you. You invited him. He joined. He joined from you. I guess you sent the link somewhere.
Yeah, I must have. I probably was the same comment link that or comments, and then uh, it was probably Muffin Man had asked for one, and I probably sent one to Bops as well when he asked.
Yep. Muffin Man used. Yeah, you Muffin Man and Bob got in from you. Yeah, look at that. It's really cool. You can see that actually. Speaking of joining PBO, do you remember the date you joined? The pop quiz. Do you remember
I do
like?
not know the date. It was it like probably
It's
like a year ago at least.
a very spoke a honeymoon. It's February 14th, 2025. What were you doing on Valentine's Day? What are you doing? You joined at
I just love Pokemon, man.
you joined at 4 a.m. Pacific, so 7 p.m. so 7 a.m. Eastern. You love Pokemon.
Work.
He's joined at work on Valentine's Day. He said, "Damn, this mention battle is awesome. This thing's and shit's awesome." I get yeah, because I guess when you clicked on the YouTube, there's the Discord link, right? Right up front.
Yeah, that's probably it. I was probably just getting ready for work watching YouTube.
Now the big question is, did you watch the rules video today?
I didn't watch I didn't know that a new video dropped, so no, I haven't seen the rules video. Did
If
anything change?
well, well, you do have the media role, so you did get pinged at least. Well, maybe you did. So
Sure, I was probably at work.
that damn media role works half the time. I swear. I swear it ghost pings people sometimes. Did anything change? Well, you were at the update. Champion of Champions is a thing. Nothing else really big changed. I just got the pages down from 13 pages to 11 pages. That was pretty impressive to me. But nothing big really happened. Just the Champion of Champions getting added. I just formatted the. Yeah, how many other leagues have a rule book that long ago? Tell you what, I haven't seen one.
Well, there's a good number of like clauses that are named after people. So I think that's probably unique to the PBO.
Yeah, I mean some of them are self-explanatory, like the ones that are in game, like sleep clause, like endless battle clause. But it's nice to have it written down in case somebody wants to actually look through it. I actually encourage people to find a loophole or two. I send it to like a focus group, and it's like, read this, tell me if there's any loopholes. Please, I don't want to deal with something mid-season and go, oh well, all right.
Yeah, somebody shows up with bright sand or something.
Yeah, fucking A. Yeah, there's a Caborca clause. There's a Calcini Tau clause. The Little Hill sportsmanship rule. Surprisingly, people have been mean, and that's frowned upon. Unsurprisingly, being mean is not cool. Don't be mean.
I would agree with that. Don't be mean. Have fun. But no, I will, for algorithm reasons, and so should you, dear viewer, watch the PBO
rules video. There's Subway Surfers in it. That'll keep you occupied. It's in the thumbnail and in the video. Don't worry, I delivered. Trust me, I delivered on that. The people spoke last season. They said, "Wait a minute, no Subway Surfers?" I said, "Ah, you're right." There also is, if anybody watches this far in, there is actually a way I know if you read the rules or not. In the rules, and I'll spoil this for you, Gotham. In the rules, under the content section, there's an explicit wording that says, if you make it this far and read this, post any 3 emojis and @ me. in the PokeGen chat, so that way I know you read them. And to this date, I think only about like 10 to 15 people actually have.
On my honor, I will not do that until I have actually read the video.
It's a 20-minute long video. I'm just gonna talk and through it. Probably quicker if you read it yourself, almost. Believe it or not, Subway Surfers really help get you through it though.
How can you read when Subway Surfers is right there?
You just listen. You just kind of turn your brain off for a bit. Old school RuneScape. You do it second monitor content. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of have it on. You just kind of have it on. You put it on the podcast, like kind of what we're doing now. Play your
Don't
OSRS.
take any offense. I've been playing OSRS this whole time.
I think I've heard some clicks come through the mic, and I was like, he's probably playing OSRS, but I trust you. I trust you. Don't worry.
Hey,
I take no offense. This is super
non-stop.
casual. This is casual. Hey, I know getting level 99 is hard. I know. You gotta chop the trees and something like that for the. I don't know. We can talk about OSRS if you want for a bit. I know
Sure.
barely nothing about OSRS. I
That's
know.
okay.
I know you gotta get to level 99 and everything. Then you like get like a cape. You get something.
Yeah,
and everything.
You sure do. You sure do. Or you can anyway.
Have you hit 99 and everything?
So I'm playing my Iron Man right now. I maxed my main account in 2021. I got 99 in every skill, which would make me a big nerd. It's not something that a lot of people do. I took a long break, like a couple years long break. Lots of content came out. I wanted to be more like healthy mentally and actually like, get out of my sweaty, stinky chair.
That's what I'm saying.
So I took a long break from RuneScape, and I started playing again in like a couple months ago, and I have been addicted since, having a lot of fun. Made a lot of progress on my Iron Man. Loot Gang, you know what's up.
Shouts out.
Shouts out Loot Gang.
There's mana, woodworking or wood cutting, and you can sell things in a shop. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
You can definitely sell things. There's wood cutting. Mana would probably be something more associated with WoW. Which, if you're into WoW, that's totally your thing. But I have heard that lots of WoW players are playing RuneScape these days. So
they've finally made the switch. Thank goodness. WoW has a lot of negative connotation behind it. You say WoW or like League, they go, ugh. You say OSRS, you're like, oh, you're probably chill. Oh, you're cool.
Well, that's just because they're so big, right? Like RuneScape's big. Don't get me wrong. Like especially for an MMO, people will say or will play like Sea Shanty 2 and know exactly like what that sounds like.
Oh my, that's
it's nostalgic.
We know. I know Sea Shanty too.
Yeah, exactly. So there's like some old school RuneScape things that have entered like the pop culture zeitgeist, but yeah, I've been super into the game for like as long as I can remember. Another game that I played when I was a little kid that I started playing again when it came out, like maybe a year before it was on mobile.
It's on mobile?
Yeah, the old school RuneScape is on mobile. Download it, guys. It's never been a better time to play RuneScape.
I had no idea. Isn't there like an update of RuneScape though?
There's an RS3?
Yeah.
And an old school RuneScape. Funny story.
Yeah.
And I'll be really brief with it.
You're good.
Because I know this is a Pokemon league that we're having a conversation about, not a RuneScape league.
Oh, we can go on RuneScape. Dude, I was interviewed someone else the other day. We talking about the NFL for about 30 minutes, man. I know people are going to click off and hear that quick. Talk to me about RuneScape. So,
when I was a kid, I played what was just RuneScape back then. It's RS2. By like anybody that has an idea of what the timeline looks like for that. But I played that game on our family computer, this box computer, gigantic thing that was like probably way more money than it deserved any right to be. And I would grind so hard cutting U's at the GE, and that was like my fun time after school. I got to spend an hour on the computer, and I don't know why, but that was so fun. There's so much more content in the game. I was never like I was always free to play. But anyway,
You can pay? Oh my
I
goodness.
stopped having to. I stopped like being able to play the game when they
Mm-hmm.
updated the graphics and to what is now known as RS3. I knew nothing about EOC, like the evolution of combat that made a lot of people quit, uh, like RS3, and why they brought old school to be what it is today. Was they brought it back before they had this change to the whole combat system. But so this whole reason that people quit meant
Mm-hmm.
nothing to me.
Yeah.
I stopped playing because the graphics updated and my family computer couldn't run the game anymore.
No,
So
what? Use too much of the RAM. Oh my goodness. I
it
can't
was
load
just
it
like
in.
something like flash games were probably hard for the thing to run. So yeah, I tried to play it and it literally would not load the title screen like with
Oh my
like the
goodness.
music and everything. So
Yeah,
I
I'm looking at
stopped
the
playing RuneScape.
timeline. So 1998, evolving through RuneScape Classic 2001, RS2 era 04 to 08, and then the graphical shift to RuneScape HD in 08,
Yes.
and the split into modern RS3 and OSRS in 2013.
Yes.
Okay,
So
I've
right
never
around
seen a
that
game
2008
split.
time
Oh my
frame.
goodness.
Yeah, well, honestly, you would think that the game that's been around for 20 like 25 years or so is would be like more popular than the one that was in 2013.
I guess so.
No, it's not even close. Like old school RuneScape is a booming game. It's there are so many more players than old school. It's so fun. But anyway, I'll get off
May-
my RuneScape soapbox.
Maybe maybe I'll have to buy into it one day. I'll play the free to play OSRs and see what it's
You
like
can
for a bit.
really test how autistic you are in old school.
I
No,
will.
lots of repetition, but it's a fun game. I like questing. If anybody is super into like their stories and stuff, lots of cheeky references. There are Brits over there, so they got their dry British humor.
mm. I know a couple people in PBO play OSRS. A couple people, and I forget their names because they don't play it too often. But I know some people play it,
Yeah,
and I'm sure a lot of
it's
people have played it. More importantly, and still playing.
yeah,
I never got
and
into the like the WoWs, the leagues, the RuneScapes of that. I was a Wizard
yeah.
101 guy, so
Hey, you
yeah,
played an MMO. That's an MMO,
I was
technically.
baby's first MMO, right? Baby's first MMO. I was the level 50 Grandmaster Pyromancer when that was level cap and Wizard 101, and then once I was level cap, I was like, well, this game is over with, and nothing else to do. I beat the evil guy, Maleficent, whatever his name is, Malevolent. It don't matter. Beat him like 10 times in a row. I was like, all right. Yeah, since I haven't touched it, haven't touched the MMO. Maybe I have, and I just don't realize it. Is there any big
Just wait
MMOs
till there's
now?
a.
Is there any big
I,
MMOs now besides the older ones? Is there any like a modern MMO that people play?
I'm sure
Anything?
that there are.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
not anything I'm super interested in playing. Once you play RuneScape, you never quit. You take long breaks.
It's a
So
lifestyle.
I think that there is a really popular. It's slipping my brain. Um, it's not Doom. What am I trying to say? Anyway, there's they're always coming out with new ones. I wouldn't be surprised if Game Freak came out with a Pokemon MMO.
Well, there is a Poke MMO that is not made by Game Freak.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is a Poke MMO that's like play through the browser for free, and
oh,
and you play through like every game.
that's cool.
Maybe
There's
that might steal you away. I don't know. Maybe I just put you on something. I don't know.
there is a Pokemon like tower defense. It's not even a tower defense. It's like League basically. It's a MOBA
Oh,
for
Unite,
Pokemon.
Unite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm interested in that. I played Smite like as like a side game for a little while. Um, I like that game. I've like barely played any kind of League. I feel like I just missed the boat on
That's
that.
probably for the best. That's probably for
Probably,
the best.
probably. But Unite looks fun. I like the elements of MOBA with Pokemon elements. Like that sounds neat, but I
uh,
don't know that I have the time to commit to something like that.
I remember when Unite first came out, it was kind of like all the adults were just dunking on kids and were making like we're like just like making to like masters rank, which is like the top rank like instantly. And then I don't know how deep we are into Unite, but there's only like 2 maps in the whole
Oh
game.
no,
So there's not a lot of whole. So you see the same 2 maps every time. Maybe there's only 1. I don't
sure.
remember. So I don't know if now it's like actual children still play that game and like adults just kind of dunk on and just kind of rule through the game, rule through ranked until it gets to like Master Ball tier, or it's just a very dedicated fan base now where it's just like really intense all the time. I
Sure.
couldn't tell you. I'm
Well,
out
either
of it.
way, that doesn't sound like a good time.
Yeah, no.
Maybe like a good laugh for the guys, but
If you got a friend group of 4, and 5 people playing, share a little Nintendo Switch Online deal. Plays maybe get a weekly Unite thing going. I don't know, something there.
I can't. I
It's free
genuinely
to
can't
download.
imagine playing a competitive game on the Switch.
Well, hey, Pokemon Champions right around the corner, so we'll get there.
Is
We'll get there.
is is Champions actually going to be like a game that is not like mainline, or is it like
Yeah,
going to
no,
be?
no. You know how Worlds uses like Scarlet Violet to play?
Yeah.
They're swapping 2 champions.
Oh, dude,
There's
I'm in.
because Worlds is in August, and they already said that Worlds is going to be played on Champions. So we know Champions is going to come out before August of this year.
So you're telling me I don't have to grind for all the cool
Well,
Pokemon and
hold
like the
on.
EVs and
Well, hold on
everything?
now. Hold on now. We don't know if the game's going to be like pay to get in and then no
Oh no.
microtransactions, or if it's free with microtransactions. But, and especially for you, it's on both the Switch and your phone.
So you're telling me I might have to pay $4.99 to get Fluttermane?
Hey, are you not going to pay $4.99 to get Flutter Mane? You'll be
Hey,
drooling.
$9.99 if you want shiny Fluttermane.
There's so don't even there's so much like noise around Champions because it's like, is it gonna be like, could you run a draft league out of it? Could you do like a custom format, or is it like preset formats? Like, is it gonna be like Showdown but on the Switch too, or is it
I
gonna
hope
be
so.
this like Nintendo thing where you can only play like Nintendo verified? Like, is singles gonna be a thing? Because competitive singles is not
Mhm.
a thing. It's only VGC.
Yeah.
So it's like
Well,
this whole thing that's like rumored right now.
yeah. I mean, I could see it being like Draft League would have to switch to the 3v3 singles
Yeah,
that
bring 6,
Game
pick
Freak
3.
has. Yeah, like you could
Yeah.
draft a whole team like we do now, but just with the elements of like only 3 Pokemon are played, which honestly like that nerfs so much. Like
Yeah.
hazards mean so little, a regenerator means nothing. So all your Pokemon just I don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah. You would have
You
to
have
like.
to re-tier everything.
Yeah, you would have to like pick 8 and bring 3. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know. Draft a team of 8, and then you pick 6 to bring, and you pick 3 from the 6, and it's like best 2 out of 3. Maybe it would be a whole thing. You would have to really rethink.
I do know one thing.
You do it.
The
What do you know?
PBO would live on.
I hope so. I mean, as in my mind canon, in my head canon right now, excuse me, it would be like we would have the 4 divisions, then we would have like a champions there where you would play like Wi-Fi and shit. Like that would, because and then you would stream your games, and then we could commentate them that way if need be,
Yeah,
or post-com them, however we want to go about that.
that
So,
sounds like fun. It sounds like I have a Switch 2 in my future.
well, maybe. Yeah, I mean, if you, well, no, because it's on your phone. Champions.
I ain't streaming on my phone,
All
dog.
right, well, then maybe you have a $500 barrier to entry. Then yeah, there's a $500 barrier to entry you might have to dip into to be in the Crystal div and in the Wi-Fi div. However PBO goes about that.
That was the reason I originally bought a Switch in the first place. Was Scarlet and Violet. I was like, it's been long enough. I liked Pokemon when I was a kid. My friends are playing this game. I'm gonna see what it's about. And I don't really play a lot like on the Switch anymore, but it's a lot of fun. Uh, or it was at the time, and probably should sell it to some kid that actually really wants one and can't pay $200 for a Switch.
Yeah, I don't even know how much Switches go for nowadays because Nintendo rarely ever cuts things.
Right.
Nintendo Switch one. What's the asking price for a Switch? New from Best Buy, $339. Good.
That's crazy.
A pre-owned,
A regular Switch.
Switch One. I don't even know. I guess it comes from Best Buy. Yep. Best Buy,
Insane.
GameStop, Micro Center, all $339.99. Yeah. A pre-owned
Mind
Switch
blown.
off eBay. Cheapest one I see is roughly like $150, $180. For a used Nintendo Switch one that's like came out 2017.
Good Lord.
Goodness.
Yeah, like we're probably talking about the ones that like I know there was a Switch Lite where like the controller
Yes.
it's just handheld, right?
Yeah, it's just handheld. Yeah, I mean the Switch Lite it's fine. It's fine.
I think it was like sold as like a cheaper version, which obviously it is.
Yes.
But like I don't really see that as being cheap, and it's only a few bucks cheaper. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. From what I'm seeing right now, did a quick search. We're looking at a brand new one out the box from your Best Buy's, GameStop's, $229, so $100 less than the latest launch.
That's rough.
It's
no shame if you bought one or anybody out there bought one, but it's too rich for my blood when I just play on Showdown.
I don't recommend Klarna or the Pay in 4 app, but if you really want the Switch 2, remember it's a want, not a need. If you really want a Switch 2, you can pay in 4 that sucker $125 every 2 weeks. I don't suggest it. Be responsible with your money, kids and adults. Goodness, and adults. Oh my God, be responsible.
Let's go gambling.
Use a credit card to pay off in full if you can. Otherwise, pay out. Get that thing under 30%, under 10%. That's what we're looking for in the credit card biz. And just hear me out now. All right. Well, we can segue into, we talked about OSRS and the Switches. We can talk about you a bit more. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
So shouts out to Dom fans, as I always will. Back a long time ago, Gotham and PBO Season 4, the Ottawa Dom fans put together a PBO quiz. And the idea is that it was a 3x3. People picked like 3. It was like favorite mon, favorite starter, favorite types, just things like that. And then it was a quiz, and then like players would guess who that player is. And then it would like it would like invoke conversation, and maybe people make some acquaintances or friends, or maybe just some small talk, just to like break some ice,
Yeah, that's fun.
That was his idea, and for some reason it never went through. So, and that was like Season 4. But I'm gonna make sure it lives on in a different way. I'm gonna ask you the 9 questions that he asked the people in the quiz. So, question 1: what's the inspiration for your team name? What's the inspiration?
As you can tell from my profile picture and my name,
Yeah.
I am a big Batman fan. I'm a DC guy.
Okay, beautiful.
So Gotham City, I thought the alliteration for originally I was Gotham City Lilies because I thought that sounded cool.
Mm-hmm.
I found some nice AI art that made it look the way I was kind of hoping it would.
Yep.
We
all start somewhere.
Don't do that. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of AI slop, but
hey, I'm right. Hey, remember, the PBO was AI for a minute. I'm right there with you. The PBO was Neon Gazer Sunset was all AI too, because I was like, I want to make this jump, and I didn't know. I didn't have the money at the time, so I was like, I'll do some AI, and that was like Gen 1 AI or whatever to call it. So it was miserable, but I got to work, and just like you found an artist. Well, I think I recommended you an artist, right?
You sure did. And because Golbat is much more on theme and also starts with a G, that's why I went with Gotham City Golbats. And the color scheme, I mean, that's kind of what Golbat is, but it pops pretty well. And the Golbat is actually in the shape of like OG Batman.
Like 50s, 60s Batman, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, pretty much. So that like wingspan with like Batman's face was
Mm-hmm.
we made that into a Golbat.
It's very pretty. I do love the logo. They, I remember that day vividly with your logo because you and the artist were texting at the same time, and I was like the messenger, and we were talking, and you said you wanted this, and I like misspoke to the artist, and the artist said something, you're like, no, not that, and I was like, fuck, and I was it was this whole thing. I might have been like getting off from work, and I was like, God, I was like, just got off work. I don't want to talk about logos right now. I was like, I just want to go home. It was very like funny. I was like, all right, I remember that day vividly trying to get your logo like to you. I don't know if there was
Yeah.
like
Well,
some
I
deadline or
appreciate you.
something.
You didn't
No,
make it out to be like that. You were frustrated, so
I don't remember. I remember being frustrated because of work, and I was like, God, I was like, why am I the messenger? They can talk, and it was just something lighthearted like that, and
Oh, I totally get it.
it was just
I
I was
appreciate you
taking my
nevertheless.
frustration out. I don't know how we came across me asking you asking me about logos or something. I can maybe look
I think
really
I think
quickly.
it was when I submitted my logo initially. I sent it to you in a DM, and I was like, "Hey, man, it's AI. I'm sorry."
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I
I
know I
mean,
didn't
yeah,
mean to
yeah.
apologize,
Yeah,
but
you
like I
said
know you
if you
make
know anyone that would
content.
make a decent logo, I'd pay so I can
Yeah,
stop using an AI generated image. That'd be dope. And I said, holy heat, because it did look cool. The Glalie Gotham said it did look cool. I said, yeah, I got some connections, and we went from there. That's
yeah,
another thing I try and do in PBO is that if you do not have a logo, or if you have a logo you don't like, I will get you one. I will get you a logo.
yeah. And I use this like across the board now. I love it. So it was awesome. Appreciate you.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining and staying. I should also say congrats on making it back in Crystal season 10. Welcome back.
Oh yeah,
Crystal season,
so
welcome back.
excited. Now, why are you congratulating me? I'm making a return from season 9. You want to tell the audience how long it's been since you've played?
Yeah, that is yeah, we can talk about that for a moment. So for those of you that don't know, I am a co-founder of PBO. I own contractually, whether that be a fake contract or not, I'll let you decide for your headcanon. 40, I own 50%. My co-owner, Little Hill, owns 49, and then the rest of the models get like 0.2%, or however that adds up into the for 100. So that's kind of how it goes. So, I mean, this is a whole like lore drop. Do you want the lore?
Hey, go right on ahead. I'm in no rush, dude. So
Okay,
unless
all right. Let's.
I gotta eat at some point, so
Yeah, I mean, I'll make it quick, and maybe I can do a lore drop another day. So
no, you're
basically,
good. You're
PBO
good.
start off as a friends league. We got 14 people in the league, or I think it might have been 12, and we did. Uh, okay, actually, I'm gonna skip that part. The PBO start as a friends league, and and because of the GBA, which I'm not gonna explain right now, but shouts out Shady Pigman, love you. Please join PBO or hit me up, please, Shady Pigman, please. Uh, the GBA loved that the way it went. A bunch of content creators made like an actual like NFL type GBA, which is why we make PBO. And Little Hill and I, the co-owner, love GBA, so he's my sort of PBO. And so during that time making the PBO, I was a single man ready to mingle. I hopped on Hinge looking for love as any uh, person that's 21 or 22 at the time does, and somehow uh, hooked up, not like hooked up like that, but like met up. I guess you'd say went on a couple of, not actually hooked up, excuse me. uh met uh met a girl, we talked, and then somehow we started talking about Pokemon like a draft league, and she was an artist, and she made 12 or 14 original team logos that like she did it for free. She wanted to do it.
Wow.
She loved it. I'll send you all the logos. They are
You put a ring
fucking
on that
they
though,
are
right?
funning stuff. No, actually no. She got homesick. She's from Oregon. So she moved back to Oregon, and I already done long distance, so I didn't really want to do that, so we just kind of cut it there. But
Fair
shouts
enough.
out Sky, if that's still your name. I know you didn't like that name, but shouts out Sky or Skeleton. Either one.
Look
Thank
at
you
this thing
for
that you helped
starting the
kickstart.
PBO. Yeah, without you, I would not have my current logo, which is my profile right now, which isn't showing up on the screen. It's currently me in like a 8-bit form. But yeah, she made beautiful logos and everything, and yeah, from there just kind of kickstarted it. So yes, the PBO was started. Friends wanted to play some Mons, and then I met a girl. She made some logos, then left. So yeah, and so after season 1, which I was runner up, Little Hill and I, co-owners, he won the finals. The PBO was much different back then. It was best of 3 for regular season with item clause. You couldn't bring the same 6 mons every week. You could only bring 4 out of the same 6 of the same mons every week. There was shit, dude. There was so much. There were so many rules.
Yeah, I mean that's an intense strategy you'd
And
have to
then finals was
employ.
best of 5. And you could also change. You couldn't change moves, but you could change EVs between matches. Don't ask me why I thought this was a good idea, but it was fun. It was fun. It was very
I bet
fun.
it was.
It was very fun. So yeah, he beat me. He beat me 3-1. I got 1 game off on him. It was like game 3. He got 1 and 2. I got game 3 and 1 game 4, which is on my personal YouTube season 1 of the PBO, which is also linked to the PBO YouTube. I recorded. I didn't have my own PC or my own setup. I recorded. I'd play the games, record them after the game was done on my on my stepdad's iMac, which is like a crazy aspect ratio. It's very rectangular, and I would do that. I would add some music to it, post that. The matches are like 3 minutes long. It's very. I got a 6 suite with Diancie and Venusaur and Mega Venusaur. It was Gen 7 OU, no Z move, add Megas. I went and found old GBA docs, stole those. Shout out GBA. So and after season 1, Little Hill and I did a split. He was like, "I'll play." Well, Little Hill knew Mon's much better than me. He said, "I'll do the tiering, and I'll make the schedule as long as you do everything else." I said, "Got it." So I recruited people through Reddit because you always come back to Reddit somehow with these online things. And Pokemon Draft League Reddit got very lucky with who I met, and from there, didn't play since season 1 in PBO. Now season 10, I thought, hey, special occasion, 10 seasons in, I'll make a bit of a comeback. And Lou Hill and I are both coming back. He plays seasons 1 through 4 and stopped 5 through 9. Come back season 10, and I stopped after season 1. So I haven't played Mons in a minute. So I every day I wake up with a sense of imposter syndrome, because how the hell does a guy who does not know Mons run a league for 10 seasons, but people really love it? And I'm very grateful every day. I don't take it for granted. And I'm thankful for all the mods and people who have been in, who are in PBO, and who have yet to join PBO. And very grateful for the people like Gotham City Golbats who take time out of their day to talk about Mons and old school RuneScape with me. So thank you.
Heck yeah, man. Of course. And I don't think that I am in the minority when I say that I hope that you kick some ass this season, because
I have a lot of fans.
I don't even know who's going to want to beat you. Like, people want you to succeed.
No, I've actually received 4 DMs from people saying I'm not going easy on you. I've heard from multiple parties. They said, "Hey man, love the league.
It wouldn't feel right.
I'm headhunting." 4 people have told me that. 4 different parties. So I got a target because I'm the commentator. It sounds like you know everything a bit. Which I try not to. And I do get put in my place a good chunk of the time because the people around me are much smarter, know Mons much better. Again, imposter syndrome type thing, but don't worry. I love the PBO, and I just love commentating and talking about Mons at the end of the day. And because we don't know your sets, we don't know why we run your sets. You run your sets because you think they're fun, and we love that. So yeah, they're ready to get their lick back. I've also heard a lot of people talking about they're ready to commentate my games and to roast me for my sets and my plays. I'm like, no, I can't be put in the highlight reel. Is this how it feels?
I'm excited to see how you do. I want to see what you're trying to draft. I don't want you to leak anything.
Well, hey, I can tell you're not my div.
Well,
so
let
me tell you. Let me put you on. Terra Porygon Z mascot pick. Terra Regidrago.
There you go. There
Those
you
are
go.
the two
I
mons I really
actually
want to use.
I drafted a Terra Regidrago last season. I only kept him for 1 week.
Dude, yeah, I think I
What?
was like, dude, my guy, you did it. Yeah, you did it. You were the guy. I was like, yes, Gotham, yes.
He
I
got a
was
couple
hyped up.
kills. He was about to sweep, and he
Oh
did
my
what
god,
Terra
yes,
Regidrago
yes.
does, and got
No.
flinched and
Oh
lost or
no, that's
something.
right.
No, we got burned. I
Yes, he
got
got
burned
burned.
on a scald.
I remember
I think
commentating that game. Oh my
I
god.
lost a roll to an aloe
Yeah.
to the guy that actually went 8-0 that season. Is that right? No, he was
Columbus,
no, it
New
was
York,
7-1. It was
Erie. Was it Erie? It was Clicker.
it was
It was
Erie.
Erie. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Erie, if you're watching this
So
back, I love you, but you gotta let Reggie Draco win. You gotta have a little. You gotta let that thing shine, man. Let it shine.
lost a roll and got burned on a scald and lost.
I remember that vividly. I was so upset. I was like, no, the one time he's gonna get brought. No, he fails.
And I
Oh, he
immediately
gets
lost
hacked.
faith in Regidrago forever and
Yep.
revamped the whole team, and the rest is history.
Yeah. This season, though, playoff bound. Trust.
Oh, let's do it.
So, in addition to the team name, is Golbat your favorite Pokemon? Next question. Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Gengar.
Oh, okay. So
Not
no
very
Gotham
original,
City
I know.
Gengars, huh?
I considered it. I considered like a Gotham City Ghastlies actually, but
Ooh, okay. I like that too.
I think that just the theme of the bat and
Yeah.
the bat logo.
It's a
and
bit too
Gotham and all
perfect,
that.
right?
Yeah,
It's a
so
bit too
I know it's not in the gen. Well, I'm excited for when he is, because I will pick a Golbat as the 1 point mascot
Eviolite.
pick.
We love a mascot pick. I've thought about people should gain points for getting their mascot. But then some people's mascots are invalid. You go, okay, well, I can't really give you points. And why Gengar? Just first mon you saw, grew up with, nostalgic?
It's very nostalgic. Before I really even knew anything about Pokemon, I liked Gengar. One of the my favorite Pokemon in Yellow, one of the first games that I played, and in Coliseum, I liked Gengar. It looks cool. Not really anything special. I know that's not a very uncommon favorite Pokemon.
Hey, everybody's got a favorite mon, and every mon is someone's favorite Pokemon, right? And there's always a reason. I guess I gotta know.
Somebody out there's gotta like Sudowoodo, I guess.
I think it has a cult following for sure, no doubt. It may not be someone's favorite, but it has a following, and I'm positive about that. What's your favorite starter, though? Or who's your favorite starter?
That's tough.
Say Torchic, right? It's Torchic, right?
I think that it is Sprigatito.
Really?
Is that? Yeah.
Sprigatito, okay. It's a little Gen 9 action.
Yeah. Well, I think I really liked. Is it Crocolore or is that the second one?
Fuecoco is the first Evo.
Fuecoco. I really like Fuecoco as well. That's tough. I never really thought about it, to be honest with you, just because I didn't play the games when they were new. I missed so many gens that like I was just catching up with like I don't even remember what Samurot's first form is.
Oshawott.
So
Oshawott.
yeah, there you go.
So but do you like Samurott? Or no?
Well, I was just like throwing it out there because
okay,
I missed the entire gen.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know a lot of the baby Pokemon super well. I've seen them, certainly. I don't know that they would be the first thing that comes to my brain. Picking something from Gen 1 would be too, like, mainstream, I guess. Like, I already like Gengar. I gotta like something else.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it'd be between Fuecoco and Sprigatito. I think Sprigatito's cute, and Meowscarada is an awesome Pokemon, and then I think Fuecoco is just a silly little guy.
Do you tend to stick to like a type when you choose, or just like whoever looks the cutest or coolest?
It depends on if I'm going in blind or if I, which I like to do in like Nuzlocke or something on like a Radical Red.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't really, which is one reason why I stopped playing, is because I had to look stuff up to even beat like the second gym.
Yeah, it gets a bit hectic.
But if I know what I'm doing, I'm probably gonna go with fire type just because they're like offensive and I could just wear
Oh
like boots or
man,
something. But
yeah. I'm right
not
there
that
with you.
anybody's ever using hazards out there in mainstream game.
uh, yeah, unless it's red red, no one's using hazards in the main lane. They're picking the strongest
Yeah.
move, no matter the accuracy, and they're going. I'm clicking flare blades. Scarf, yeah. Hey, Tepig's my guy again. Gen 5 lover, a bit of bias there.
Ooh,
Tepig,
Tepig.
Tepig, and Embor. That final Evo is Embor. Love Embor.
Poor Embor, dude. Poor Embor.
I mean, what do
Somebody give this man some love.
yeah. I don't know why everyone was like, "Oh, I love Trickery of Totodile," but Tepig, that's a line crossed. Oh, I don't think you people. I don't even think people like for alligator. I just think they like Totodile. I don't think people
I
like
like
Swampert.
Totodile.
I just think people like Mudkip. I don't think people like Swampert. They like the baby Evos. I don't know.
Swampert's classic though.
Well, I like Mudkips. It's like, the OG meme. And Swampert is cool, but come on now. The fire type, got Blaziken, Embor, Delphox. Goodness, come on now. Charizard, Nintendo's fucking baby. Goodness.
I'm excited to see this Supreme Overlord Tepig, or not Tepig,
Embor.
Embor.
Is that confirmed? Its ability?
No, it's
Oh.
certainly not, but I think it would be absolutely hilarious and probably OP.
The possibility is real.
It just looks a little too samurai for it to not be possible.
I believe it is a Chinese like warrior, like soldier-esque design, I believe. So could be. Definitely be. Gotham, who's your favorite shiny? Do you have one? And why is it shiny Mega Gengar?
I never play with Megas, so
Oh,
I actually can't even think of like if one of the questions is favorite Mega, I'd have to make something up.
no, it is not. It's
favorite shiny. I've never gotten a shiny like in game before, so
really?
that's tough.
Oh,
Yeah, I think there are some that like are really cool looking and some that look like butt because they are shiny, but um shoot, I'd have to look at some different Pokemon
Google
just to see.
just Google shiny Mega Gengar for me really quick.
Oh wow, that is pretty dope.
Isn't that cool? Also,
I guess that's got to be my favorite then, isn't it?
well, hold on. I'll tell you one more, and you can tell me which one you like between the two. Do you know the Pokemon Aegislash? Do you know that? Yeah, look up that. Look up his shiny. Look up their shiny. Shiny Aegislash. That guy's
It's
pretty.
definitely cool looking, but the thing is that I don't really have a good reference point of what Aegislash is normally supposed to look like.
Like a golden
Because
sword.
I never played with him.
I think like a golden sword.
It is cool looking, but just because I never played a game that Aegislash existed in,
Yeah.
it's hard for me to see. Like I like the Pokemon that look like vastly different and not just have a different accent color. I think that is it Raging Bolt that you can't really get shiny unless it's from an event, but
True.
yeah, I
Yes.
think he looks pretty dope. I'm trying to remember if that's the one I'm thinking of.
Shiny Bolt becomes Raikou. Right? Am I crazy? Or he becomes like blue or something?
Probably.
Am I going crazy? I think I'm going crazy.
Let's find out. Shiny. It's definitely not the. This isn't the Pokemon I'm thinking of, but he definitely looks pretty cool.
I'm thinking of the darn Galarian.
Oh, those are
Moltres
pretty
and
cool
stuff.
too. I like shiny Galarian Zapdos. If I had to pick something out of those three, but yeah, just because I don't have a particular favorite shiny, I'll go with shiny Mega Gengar because that's pretty dope. Who decided that they needed to turn white? I don't know, but
It's
that's a
like
good idea.
like a ghost. Ghosts are like, in the cartoon they're like white
Yeah.
faded.
He's got a sheet.
Yeah. I like that. That's how at least that's how I kind of imagine it in my head.
Yeah.
What's your favorite typing of a mon? What's your Pokemon type? In general, not the draft, just like in general. Like, do you have a favorite type you love?
In general, probably Ghost. Super edgy.
Hey, I love ghost. I love ghost types. Love me a Gengar. Love me.
I like
love me
Dark type too.
a
So
fan.
it's got to be. It'd be
Trevenant.
between those two.
Do you have
Trevenant.
so your favorite ghost type probably be Gengar. Do you have a favorite dark type? Fairy Dark type?
Probably Weavile.
Ooh, who drafted Weavile? You played with Weavile?
Just a ladder. I've never actually drafted it because in the Burn Tower they have Qianpao, and I think that if you're drafting Weavile, you're like lying to yourself because you should have just drafted Qianpao.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't get knockoff, but it's just a better Weavile.
yeah, I mean, with the ability alone, it's enough to draft.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of glad it's not in this one. Like this league is way higher power level because of Terra. Like it's so like high level Terra, and then Burn Tower, it's like all your 9-pointers is where the cutoff is.
Yeah, we've people's gone through a lot of power level changes, and we've kind of we did
I
like
this.
We did like the 11 point or lower, and so we're just trying new stuff because Paldex is on its way out. It's probably the last season of Paldex. That'll probably be played amongst a lot of leagues until it becomes becomes nostalgic all of a sudden.
Yeah,
because then Gen 10, and because Pokemon Day, oh stick. Not even into that right now. And you answered this question earlier. Your favorite Pokemon game? Emerald? Emerald?
yeah, I'd probably say Emerald. It's pretty nostalgic for me. It's one of the first games that I played all the way through. I think this is probably the funniest like way that somebody like started playing like a Pokemon game is that I wrestled my entire life, and at tournaments like your family sit in the bleachers all day.
Yep.
So my usually somebody will bring like toys or maybe a console like a Game Boy or something that they would play. So I was the fortunate finder of a poor soul that lost his or her SP, one of like the flip Game Boys that had Emerald in it, and that was the first way that I got to play Pokemon, authentically.
You found
it. I acquired it. Yeah, I found it. Like
did you keep it?
Like yeah.
Okay. I'm making sure we're on the same page. I'm like, I didn't know if you just played it and like, I'll leave it here. It's not mine. I don't know.
Well, so it was a home meet where like everybody was gone. We were cleaning up the bleachers.
Yeah.
I found an SP, and
a whole Game Boy.
Yeah, they left their
the whole Game Boy with Emerald.
No other games, and it was actually like they definitely hacked it because they had like all level 100 Pokemon, and they had like all the legendaries and stuff.
They knew what they were doing.
I deleted it.
They knew what they were doing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I'm sure that they were sad, but they made another little kid happy.
Yeah. Did your parents question like, "Oh, you got a Game Boy SP"?
I never really brought it up to them, honestly.
Oh.
So they must not have known. I probably like as much as parents don't know that their kid's playing like a video game under the covers, like with a flashlight or whatever, because nothing had a backlight back then.
Oh no!
Do you remember that? Everybody listening to this, having to play video games in the car, like on your Game Boy, like by streetlight.
I was by candlelight. You never had a candle in your bed.
Like you gotta stop playing or pause or whatever. Because
I did that with a DS.
In between.
I did that with my DS for sure. I was never. My parents were also like the anti-game. Like I didn't get into gaming. Like my first video game, I think I played, it might have been Halo 3 on the Xbox, and then my first DS game was like Kirby Superstar Ultra or something on the DS.
Kirby's a good one.
Like I was playing mature games at like 8 years old. Probably wasn't the best for me, but since then I've been off to the fucking races. Goodness, I love gaming. Love Mons. And you've been to PBO 2 seasons, so not.
Yep. Well, this is the second one. Yep.
Yeah, so it's not a whole ton of time. One full season, but yeah, 2 seasons. This is the second one coming up. Do you have a favorite PBO opponent you've played? Have you been like, I want to play this guy again? Like, I want my rematch, or I hope this was a fun game. I can tell you your schedule right now if you want. If you don't want to pull it up.
am pulling it up because I don't know if it was on the cast that I mentioned. I have like my stat sheet
Oh, yep,
um,
yep.
that
Perfect.
I have here. Let's see if there's somebody that I want to get back. Nobody in particular. Obviously, I lost that week one to Klecker that we mentioned earlier. That would be
Yep.
cool to get revenge.
Mm.
He's actually in a higher tier in the Burn Tower than I am. So, like, beating him would feel pretty good because he's, like, authentically probably just a better player than I am.
Well, hey, I don't
But,
know. Lucky day for him. That little bit of hacks had to go his way. Reggie Drago. I'm in the Reggie Drago side of things. That's all I'm saying.
so it'd be cool to get another crack at him. But I don't really have a rival or anything. I'm not really super into talking smack either. If I did 6-0 somebody, I'd probably feel like proud that I like prepped well enough to do that, but also like a little bad because that means that somebody else just like
Had,
didn't get to play the game.
had to be on the other end of it, unfortunately. But you would join the 6-0 club in the battle record, and that's pretty cool. You would join the 6-0 club. Not many have happened over the course of seasons, but you would join the 6-0 club.
Now, one thing I do want to bring up is that I do not want to be on the other end of that because I've never actually been 6-0'd, and I've played, including my like 4-person friend league.
Yep.
I guess like 7, 8, 9 leagues.
Yep.
This would be my ninth league. Ninth league.
Yeah.
And I've never been 6-0, so we're gonna keep that going.
Look, I feel like it happens eventually. That'd be crazy if you go your whole career with never getting 6-0. That'd be a very impressive feat, I think. That's
I mean,
always my saying is if you lose, just don't get 6-0. Just don't. You can lose 5-0 embarrassing fashion for sure, but just don't get 6-0. That's bad.
yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, my favorite part of draft is the prep. So I would like to think that if I actually applied my brain to try to win a game and not just knock it 6-0, I should be able to knock out one Pokemon, right?
Yeah, at least one. I mean,
right.
remember at the beginning of this, you said that fortress explosion thing? I mean, that's gotta work every time. There's no, it's gotta work. I can't get 6-0 if I'm the one. Is it really 6-0 if I kill myself in the process? Like, I don't like, come on. Like, come on now. Like, come on. And then you beat me to it much earlier in this interview. Your favorite game outside of Pokemon is old school RuneScape?
Definitely.
Am I?
I've sank a little bit more hours than I'd be willing to say in a podcast. No, like seriously, dude. Like, how many hours do you think is a lot of hours in one video game?
Probably above 2,000. Actually, above 1,000. Anything above 4 digits, I think, is like, oh man, you love that game. Like that's yours.
I probably have that on my like main account.
There
like,
it is. You don't have to tell me you got 2 accounts. That's all I need to know.
No, I have
3
that I played a significant amount of time on. I have more accounts than that, but I don't log in or I haven't really done anything significant or it's an alt or whatever. But I've had 3 accounts that I played any significant amount of time on.
Yep.
And my main probably has an excess of like 1,800 hours. It's been so long I don't remember that how many hours I have on that account.
Do you play it through Steam? How do you play it?
So they actually have a Jagex launcher now.
Okay.
Jagex is the company that like makes RuneScape.
Yeah, that's good. They have their own launcher. Good.
Yeah, so you can't really get hacked unless you're doing some shady stuff. Don't bot, friends.
Don't use RuneScape to try and pay your debt or something. That one time where the currency was so
the Venezuelans.
low. Yeah, the Venezuelans or something. I watched that YouTube video. I was like, oh, I remember that. Damn, topical, I guess, but we move past that right now. Venezuela. And you said, I think you answered this earlier too. A hobby outside of PBO or outside of drafts? Excuse me.
I play D&D with
that's right,
friends.
D&D, yes.
I love Ohio State Buckeyes, so watch football during football season. Rip. That's ripped the season.
Yeah.
Recently lost to Miami in the playoff, but that's okay. It was a good season, and I hope that Miami is able to. You know what? I'm rooting for Indiana. I think Indiana's going to win it all.
You know, I'm also a college football guy. I'm also really deep
Yeah.
into college football. But before I tell you that, there is another Ohio State fan in PBO. Columbus Conkelders, who was in Crystal, is actually a big Ohio State fan.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
currently named Dave right now, but he's
Okay.
the Columbus
Why?
Conkelders. Because in the hype video we did, do you remember like the bit about the shoe store, shoes flying off the
Yeah.
shelves? Yeah, he did the voiceover for that. And he was Dave, the guy from Dave's Shoe Store, so that was his voiceover.
Okay.
So now he's just, really embracing the role of Dave, the shoe store salesman. He's also an Ohio State fan, but
Go Bucks.
you said Indiana, and to that I have to say Roll Tide as a Bama fan myself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Well,
at least we have the shared experience of losing to Indiana, so that's fine. But
Yeah.
losing 13-10 is a whole lot better than losing 38-3, I guess.
Oh my goodness, I never could have. I'm just imagining somebody that went into a coma like 3 years ago, when Alabama's on top of the world
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
the pinnacle of what a college football like dynasty is, and how bad Indiana is just
Yep.
this year becoming not the worst team of all time.
Kurt Signetti has a great quote about that too.
Yeah, let's make a movie, right?
Well, he was like an assistant for so long, and when he joined Saban's squad, his assistant coaching group, he said, "I learned more of." He said, his quote is, "I learned more in 1 year under Nick Saban than I did 27 years like coaching or like being like an assistant," and that was his quote. And like, I mean, no matter where he's been, he's won. So I mean, but the point, because he was at JMU and they won, and before that he was winning, I think in like Div 2, and then in 2 years, Indiana's like just this insane team, and NIL has I would say has not even the playing field, but definitely has made it a lot more competitive amongst your average college football team.
Massive difference.
I would say it's made a lot of teams more competitive, which is always fun. Watch a competitive game. Even though as a Bama fan, I do hate not winning by 30 plus every game. It does suck, but I mean, Ohio State this season was stomping people every week in, week out. So
yeah. I really did think we were going to repeat. Like I know,
did too.
like,
I did too. But...
Every fan wants to just imagine themselves as winning every year. I don't think I'm the biased fan that just thinks that we're going to stomp a mud hole in every team that's not named Michigan every year. We are going to continue to do that every year. I hate Michigan.
If there's one thing we share, it's hatred of Michigan. God.
Yeah, those cheaters.
Yeah, dude, you're telling me they didn't cheat? You're telling me Mr. Connor Styles guy, dude, he had to have. He had to have. Count if you're watching, you should get this far, please comment that you agree as well. Any Michigan fans watching? Unsubscribe, actually. I don't care. I don't care. You can do the thing where the people say 90% of my subscribers aren't watching. You can be the guy that's not subscribed but just stays watching. That's what you can do. You can watch, but
we don't need you.
There's like 8 billion people. Some of them go out of like Mons. That's not a Michigan fan, right? Michigan fans out there, I am not sorry if you're a mean Michigan fan, but if you're a nice Michigan fan, then you're welcome in. But be wary. Be very wary. Be cautious.
Actually, I went to Ann Arbor for the game this year.
No, oh my God, really?
In Ann Arbor. Yeah. Without like doxing myself, I'm not exactly far away.
Yeah, no, you're good.
And it's pretty nice to
because they won.
Like, well, I mean, obviously it was nice to watch us win in the big house, but it was a really cool environment. I like authentically, I like their setup there. I don't so much like the campus.
Yeah.
I think that the way that they have their concourse set up, minus their bathroom situation, holy shit! I waited in line for like an hour. I would have missed football if I didn't like cut in line. Anyway,
shouts out college football.
Moving on. You said hobbies.
Yeah, I mean college football and D&D.
Yeah, college football, D&D, RuneScape, and spending time with my wife and my dog. That's pretty much it.
It's lovely. Just quickly, what's your D&D character? What's the setup? Just quickly.
I am a forever DM in one group,
Okay.
and I at current party I am a homebrew rogue called an alchemist,
Ooh. Okay.
where I'm a gnome, right? That
Yeah.
has magical abilities, like as a gnome,
Yeah.
but I'm not in tune with like my, uh, like the magic that is inherent to a gnome ordinarily.
Mm-hmm.
So I like brew potions and I throw those as like flavor for the spells that I'm casting.
Yeah. Okay. That's really cool. I love that. Anyone out there maybe find some inspiration from that. Alchemist Gnome. I dig that. And then last question from the quiz. What's your favorite movie? You got a favorite movie?
That's so tough. I love movies. Don't really spend time rewatching stuff anymore, so
Mm-hmm.
that's tough. I really like John Q with Denzel Washington. That's a good one. I have a public health background, so it like means a lot to me. Like in like all my love of fantasy and fiction and stuff like that. I think healthcare should be universal, and that's pretty heavy-handed
Right there
topic
with
in,
you.
in
Thank you.
that movie.
Yeah.
But so I think that if I had to pick one movie that is my favorite, it's probably John Q. If you haven't heard of it, I'd give it a watch. It'll tug at the heartstrings a little bit, but it's a good one.
John Q. I'll have to give it a watch then. Maybe a little PBO movie night. John Q. I'll have to run that one. Universal Healthcare. Shouts out. Shouts out Universal Healthcare. Please. Fucking please. I'm begging.
My bachelor's is in public health. It wasn't when I watched the movie, but just having that like knowledge of rewatching the movie after having seen it when I was like a kid. With I think my dad showed it to me. He's a big Denzel Washington fan. It spoke more to me after I understood like our healthcare system in America, and I will get back to talking about Pokemon and things that people care about.
This is a genuine thing. If you're against universal healthcare, you can actually unsubscribe and never watch again. I will say that. If you are, you're fucking crazy. Actually, that's one thing I will stand on. If you're against universal healthcare, you're mad. You're mad. Actually mad. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's.
I like paying $900 for insulin.
Yeah, we can. Let's go back to Mons. We can talk about some more drafting. We can end it on some draft topics. And on some draft topics.
Sounds good.
Is there a draft philosophy you live and die by? Do you? And I can get into the specifics of this. First, the question I'll ask of it. Well, first of all, do you want to answer that question? Is there a draft philosophy you live and die by? Do you have any like a draft philosophy?
That's tough because I'm so new to draft in an actual big format. I've only actually drafted like 4 teams. So I've tried different things pretty much every time, and I'm finding that I like bulky offense. I do not really like HO. I have played a lot of HO because I've had to, because I've drafted poorly.
Yeah.
I think that bulky offense, regenerator Pokemon, hazard stack is like something I really enjoy playing, something I find a lot of like flexibility in. So that I don't have to just put like 252 EVs into said offensive stat.
252 speed, 252 attack every week.
I don't like that. I don't like that. That's not fun. Like I said, my favorite part of draft is the
team building,
theory crafting. Exactly. So it's much easier to do when you have the flexibility to like not put a booster speed on your Iron Valiant. So I'm excited to maybe draft some stuff that I've used a little bit in my short draft experience. Try some new hitters out, but especially with this high Terra cap, I've never actually played in a league that has high Terra outside of the PBO. So maybe if I get a chance, I will try Terra Zarud or something.
Last season, you dipped your toes into rain a bit with Pelipper, Terrascuda, and Terra Arch. Did you enjoy that? Was that fun?
It was a lot of fun. Terra Archaludon, like as much as the nuclear bomb that like Barraskewda is like cool.
Yeah.
I liked Archaludon because he's bulkier and like can do a lot of different stuff. I caught some people off guard with uh like a support set,
Mm-hmm.
or like you could obviously run it as like the what is the electric move? Electro shot.
Yeah.
You could run that just to boost it up. You could go with like a body press set, all kinds of stuff. So I liked Archaludon under rain. I wish
no
that I
doubt.
ran like a Scarf on Pelipper once or twice. I only ever ran it defensive, so I've learned a few things just based on that. But my favorite weather, if I had to pick one, would probably be sand. It was the first season I ran.
Phew.
Yeah. I ran Tyranitar and Excadrill, and Excadrill to this day is actually like the Pokemon I have the most kills with.
There you go.
I think it went like 18-4.
Woo! Oh man.
I know it was fun. I like Excadrill a lot.
I'm glad you said sand. If you said sun, I might have ended this early. I was getting nervous. I was like, I hope it's not sun. Anything
hey,
but sun.
or
Anything but sun.
Sun or Ninetales.
Look, I'm a Ninetales guy.
Yeah.
And I don't play Mons, but from what I've been told from the people that do know Mons, Ninetales gets Healing Wish and typically better than Torkoal.
Yeah.
But depends if you want Healing Wish
like
or Rapid Spin. Well, there's other things in Rapid Spin. Give me Cryogonal. give me Cryogonal. Give me Kamala. I'm thinking Rapid Spin. I don't need Torkoal so slow.
Hey, don't sleep on Komala. Pun fully intended.
Yeah. Try and paralyze that. Yeah, come on now. Yeah, try. Yeah, I mean, I can. And I says guy who hasn't played a draft league since 2022. I just draft anything. Yeah, whatever. Do you have any what were you gonna say?
Is there anything you're excited to draft that
Regidrago?
Obviously,
Regidrago. Porygon Z.
What are you gonna do when you don't get it? Somebody decides that they're finally gonna draft.
Look, the mod. Look, excuse me. There is a mod team. There's a tiering team. Tiering team is consisted of 2 mods and one outsider. Dude, we got Regidrago down to 4 points. If no one drafts him, then oh man, I better be. I might reach for Drago. You might see me getting him
round
around.
2 Drago.
I might Terra too. I might. Oh, it's worth it. It's Terra Drago. And then power rankings come out. Soren Flying, New England Porygon's 14th ranked. Round 2 Drago. Interesting. Okay. Whatever. No, PZ Drago. I have a list. Mamos.
You got core.
Terra Mamo. I want to try. I want to try Terra Mamo. Hold on. I want to try Gouging Fire, Bax, Mesprit, Hitmonlee, Chandelure. Damn it, Embor. Who else?
Don't draft Embor. Don't do it.
Palisand, Dusk Noir, like Metagross, Magmortar. I want a lot of fire types. I'm a big fire type guy. Yeah. So you know.
Man hates to see rocks coming.
They think I'm running boots. I'm running flame charge Magmortar. just watch and learn. It'll happen. And I think you have to eat. If you want to end it off after this next question, just let me know, or we can keep going either way. What's your hottest?
I'm hungry. I need to eat soon.
Okay. Then we can end it
Go
off.
Go ahead.
We can end it off on some hot takes if you have any. You're new, but do you have any hot takes or in draft league as you're new? Do you have any hot takes in?
That's
regards
tough.
To draft?
I think that Cramorant is an underrated Pokemon.
Okay. What's your reasoning? Do you have a reason, or is it just vibes based? Either one's valid. Just curious.
I think that if you play somebody that's experienced, like maybe Cramorant's not nearly like as scary a thing to face, but it's so unassuming. Like you quick surf, people might know what the ability does, but
Yeah.
like it's not exactly a slow Pokemon. And if you have Terra on it, like you just Terra ground and you get a free. As long as you don't have a water absorb Pokemon on the other side, like it's
Yeah.
free. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Oh, I get
I
you.
think Cramorant for being a 1 pointer or maybe two, I guess, if you're
He's one in
really
PBO.
taxing.
I could spoil that for you. He's one in PBO.
Hey,
I have the board pulled up. He's one with free Terra. Costs nothing to
you
Terra.
you may or may not see a Terra Cramorant on the Gotham City Golbats this
And
season.
this is going up
That's your spoiler.
well after draft and grace period. So
Hey, maybe if I don't do it, you can call me a liar in the comments.
we'll see where we can reference this. We got to come back to it. And so yeah, more things like that. Do you think more like what mon would you like to see drafted more of?
Iron Thorns, dude. I think that is a crazy Pokemon.
Whoa! Someone's typing already. They heard Iron Thorns. Their ears perked up.
I'm telling
Iron
you, like
Thorns.
booster attack, Scarf, like AV even. I think that's a little bit like pushing it just because of your ground weakness. But if you got Terra, you want to be a Terra Hog. I think Iron Thorns is crazy.
Look. I can spoil that. Would you like to know Iron Thorns?
Sure.
So base Iron Thorns 3 points. Okay.
Yeah.
Because no one's picking him anyway. No one's picked him in PBOs.
No.
So he's 3 points now.
Like, without Terra.
Without Terra.
Maybe
But
one.
with well, he does more than others, I think.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
more than like a Dashbun type. But with Terra, we have him in 6 points. A bit pricey actually. With Terra.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that's totally fair.
But I still think
Like,
we nuked him from 5 points to 3 points because still no one was picking him at 5. Because in PBO, there's a meta every league needs to tier around like the meta, and then from there you just points to like your league and how they draft. And PBO Thorns has never been seen before type. So
hey, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be the guy that drafts Iron Thorns, but I have used a Terra Iron Thorns and it was diabolical. Like it maybe it can't come to every matchup, but when it does match it up well into something, you can get a nice setup Thorns going, or maybe you just throw a Scarf on there and they're not ready for it. Like that thing hit so hard. Oh my goodness.
as some say, I'll have to see it to believe it. I've seen Alolan Sandslash do things. I've seen Alcremie do things in 3 points. I've seen Clawitzer do things in 3 points. I have not seen a Treads do anything. I've seen Poliwrath and Mousehold and Magmortar do things in 3 points. Spoilers for you specifically. And Mabosstiff in 3 points do things. But
Mabosstiff's tough. I think that. I mean, not that I don't think that Mon's getting a whole lot of hate. I don't remember how many people were thinking of that Pokemon, but
Stakeout.
Like, it's got 3 good abilities.
Yeah, Stakeout. Banded Mabosstiff is pretty good.
Guard Dog against a team with Intimidate spam.
Mm-hmm. Shouts out Don Colbis, Charleston Chestnuts up in Sunset. He loves that. He loves Mabosstiff. He had a standout season his initial season PBO with Mabosstiff.
Yeah, I mean, my 4-man NU League, I actually drafted a Terra Mabosstiff, so I'm excited to use that.
Hit him up. Don Colbis would love to tell you more about Terra Mabosstiff in general. Are you good to keep going, or you won't?
Yeah,
or
sure.
You want one more?
One more.
All right, let me make it good. I have a script I go back to. Let me make it good. Let me make this good. You love team building and prep.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 questions, but they can be quick. What is the best set? What's the most heat set you brought that worked? And then like, what's the best set, or like then like, what's the worst set you brought that just didn't work? He loves being the builder, but what is his best sets? What are his
I'm trying to look at the Pokemon on my list here. This is gonna sound so funny because it's like, why is this the Pokemon you're talking about? Magneton.
I'm with you. I'm better than Magneton, so maybe.
or was it a ZU League? I can't remember. It's probably ZU. Um, I brought a Terra Magneton with and it has like no set variety, right?
Yeah.
But and I ran it Scarf like almost every week. I brought an AV because in this ZU league it was too unfair for the we had a niche rule. Exactly.
Yep.
It was unfair for you to have Terra and Eviolite and ZU.
Yeah.
So we decided you couldn't have both.
That's fair.
So that's why I brought an AV. But I brought an AV Magneton with Volt Switch, Thunderbolts, Earth Power, and like none of those are weird. And then what is the steel move that you like lose
Flash
half
cannon?
your HP?
Oh, Steel Beam?
No, Steel Beam.
Okay.
So, I had an AV Steel Beam Magneton that won me a game.
And that's what
so like
okay. I love Steel Beam.
Just the fact that it's AV on a not fully evolved Pokemon, I think maybe it's not heat because that's the rules. But I mean,
it's a very funny thought. It's like, oh, AV Magneton with Steel Beam. Well, I can do something. It's got to be able to do something, and it did. As long as it won you the game.
And I don't think that it actually gets Earth Power, but I was Terra Ground.
Terra Blast,
so
yeah.
Terra Blast. And then, what was the second?
The worst set you brought, or like some.
I brought a no attacks Whimsicott that won me a game. That
oh my god!
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't that bad. I don't know.
I mean, it shouldn't be, but like one taunt and I was folded in half like paper.
Yeah. Somebody would taunt you type in chat. Well, you won't believe me.
5 Pokemon dead, 1 Pokemon left, 4 Pokemon on the other side, and I win the game because the guy doesn't have taunt.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I just leech seeded and on quarter.
Jesus Christ.
Substitute, protect. Like I
oh
just did
my god.
To ruin this guy's life.
Did you even get a G-Jit into the game?
Left immediately.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I'm sitting there, oh, it's 100 turns in. Jesus, man. How do I beat this? Oh my god. I'm surprised he didn't forfeit. At least he stayed till the end. A soldier.
I mean, it probably would have been like an 80 turn game. I can't remember.
Oh
but everything was so whittled down that I just threw the leech seed out after I got my substitute off, and I guess they didn't I must have killed the thing that had a poison move.
You heard it here first, folks. No attack Whimsicott. You should try it. Try it. Just make sure your opponent doesn't have taunt. Do mental or Whimsicott. I don't know. Fuck. Try something. Gotham, I have to say, thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much. I'm glad. We spoke a bit before this, and I was saying, like, we kind of barely ever spoke. And then after a season, I know you started talking more, and in the off season, I think we talked a little bit. Yeah, and so I was like, let me ask him for an interview. I really want to try this with people I haven't talked to as much.
Appreciate the invite, man. It was super easy to talk with you, and I'm excited for the season. I will try to make an effort to be more present in the PBO. I know that there are already like set groups. I don't want to like intrude or anything.
No, you're good.
The new weird guy.
But, no, you're good. We love any chat and gen chat's fun. Anything. Any chat and gen chat's fun.
I appreciate you having me.
Thank you for joining, staying, and playing, and being active. Thank you for your time. And last thing, is there anything you want to promote that you want to put in the description? Anything?
I'm not really present on socials, so just join the PBO and have fun. It's a great community.
Thank you, Gotham.
And if you're on RuneScape, join Loot Gang.
I'll throw that in the description. Throw Loot Gang in there. If you know, Loot Gang. Thank you, Gotham, once again. Thank you for your time. I'll get out of your hair, and everybody gonna end it here. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on next time. Look out for Gotham. Wish him luck in the comms, in the comments as well. Bye, everybody.
Bye.